Welcome back, I'm Chris Moore with HVAC Pro Blog, and this week I want to talk about what the best companies do with utility rebates. Let's hit it. Alright, in case you haven't been a patron or a loyal HVAC Pro Blog reader for a long time, my previous day job was working to train HVAC companies and technicians to implement utility rebates within their business. So, starting about 10 or 15 years ago, I had a front row seat to see the progression of the elite companies in Massachusetts for utility rebate practices. The most notable differences are incorporating homeowner education in their sales process, calculating energy efficiency savings, confidence in system sizing, sales presentations, post-sale process, and their follow-up. Have you made any of these changes with success? Let's talk about needs analysis. When starting to narrow down options for system upgrades or replacements, a comfort advisor usually walks through some version of a survey to determine the unique needs of the homeowner. During this process, the best companies introduce the features and benefits of more efficient options, seeing if any would be a need or fit for the home. A great feature of the most efficient options is the fact that they qualify for utility rebates in most states across the country. This provides immediate credibility to the units that qualify, despite some differences across brands and sizes that could have been a better fit. Since utility rebates for systems like ductless heat pumps have raised to astonishing amounts, the best advisors and companies educate the homeowner as early as possible about these options. All right, second one, let's talk about energy savings. Typically, there are three main reasons a homeowner is seeking a system upgrade: system failure, comfort, and efficiency. Everyone typically agrees that utility bills are not going to lower in the future, so most are at least asking about energy savings with their new unit options. To my astonishment, most of the HVAC industry avoids this question like a plague. Think about the perception from the homeowner that believes this is going to be a completely legitimate question, not exactly building trust, right? The best salespeople prefer to quickly build rapport, but avoid answering one of the three primary reasons for the sales call. Just doesn't help. I would recommend, when setting the appointment, to encourage the prospect to have copies of the utility bills accessible. This will not only help in using some energy savings calculators, but also be used to gather crucial information to confirm rebate eligibility, like utility providers, account numbers, maybe usage, kWh, therms, gallons of oil. All right, next one, system sizing. I believe the question about energy savings is most often excused since a larger number of HVAC contractors are not completing load calculations, particularly on their first call. And it's usually their only call, right? So you get it. Yeah, this takes time, particularly for the first few as you're using a new tool or software, right? Trust me, you're going to get quicker and more accurate with training and repetition. Some options that helped me was the use of a site survey form, so I didn't forget any detail before entering the data, building out some templates, or an approved software choice that provides you the most comfort in your process. I personally liked RightSoft at the time, as the visual of a floor plan helped me feel confident I didn't miss anything. But let's be honest here, stop using the illusion of needing to complete a load calculation as a reason not to provide a price on your first call. If you're simply measuring square feet and going back to your office to avoid the fact or appearance, you just multiply it by the whatever square feet per ton rule of thumb you're using, then no wonder you don't have their trust. You just email the quote and then they complain your price is always too high. So fix your process. In my experience, which is most closely within New England states that happen to be the most expensive markets in the country, the highest price contractors also have the highest close rates. Imagine that. All right, let's talk about your presentation. In their presentation, the best contractors include the actual rebate amounts in their quotes. Oftentimes, the net cost for a contractor that does this is less to the homeowner than a contractor that does not offer rebates or uses confusing, loose terms on their proposal, right? There are only a handful of times a homeowner will spend thousands of dollars on a comfort system in their life and trust with the least amount of risk on their part is needed to sign the dotted line. There are several ways to explain the benefit of the high efficient option, which qualify for utility rebates, and price is just one of them. Remember to include the energy savings, impact of home comfort, and implied credibility that the utility believes that this option is best by putting their money behind it. Use tools that manufacturers put together to help in your presentation. These can vary greatly across your brand options, but let's just have some candor here. The best will help you with tools and training for this process. All right, finally, let's talk about post-sale and installation. Some rebate programs offer low or no cost financing, significantly increased rebate amounts, and even no cost weatherization upgrades by requiring home energy audits. I would really encourage your company to take control of this process for the best results. This might include scheduling the audit with the homeowner before you leave the house. Maybe having a relationship with a person or a company that offers this service to reduce wait times, and even incorporating home performance in your HVAC business. Seems like each state, even multiple utilities within a state, have different requirements to qualify for incentives. When the dollars are low, I have heard some contractors avoid rebate programs at all costs. They'll even reduce their price, which is usually their profit, by the rebate amount to avoid being involved. I found that the best companies are not necessarily the largest. Instead, those committed to a post-sale process that includes taking ownership of the rebate requirements and paperwork for the homeowner. Simply offering a rebate and leaving it up to the homeowner to apply leads to confusion, buyer's remorse, and the wrong kind of constant contact from a customer. I've heard that some companies hire a person to solely handle this process, including the cost of this in their pricing. When asked why their price is higher than a competitor, they explain this key difference in their process and your company's experience, which helps with credibility in overcoming the objection. All right, follow-up. Imagine hearing from a real person a month or so after your purchase, confirming you love your new item and received everything as promised. Almost appears to be a consumer's pipe dream, right? There's so little real effort to stand out in our industry, and most of it is non-existent when it comes to follow-up. This doesn't just include the sales process. Follow-up after the sale is critical to success for the business. This is how you get loud, happy customers on social media and avoid the loud, unhappy customers on the same platforms. Confirming the rebate has been processed after the normal amount of time, when you submitted it for them, is a great reason to reach out to your happy customer. Once it's confirmed and they say how great everything went, don't forget to ask for referrals and a testimonial. These should start to feed back into your sales process, using local case studies and testimonials to prove your prospects that they can trust you in every aspect of their experience. Which item did I mention that would be the toughest to implement in your business right now? What's holding you back? Actually, did I miss something that has positively impacted your business with rebates? I have a feeling not learning from those that already have learned the hard way will just hold all of us back for longer. Thanks for joining me this week at HVAC Pro Blog, where we provide advice for residential system design, quality installation, and system diagnosis. I'll see you soon.